You have to overcome those hurdles. And she could have out-messaged on that, not by tacking to the right, but by simply addressing the fucking problems that people were experiencing. That is so crazy. Donald Trump is no greater friend of the far left, which has managed to alienate historic numbers of Latinos, blacks, Asians, and Jews from the Democratic Party with absurdities like defund the police or from the river to the sea or Latinx. There is more to lose and there is to gain politically from pandering to a far left that is more represented at Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok than it is in the real world. The working class is not buying the ivory towered nonsense that the far left is selling. Some context here. Despite representing the poorest district in the country, a survey of Torres' public posts from January 2021 to October 2023 shows he mentioned Israel 236% more than he mentioned poverty. Another fun fact, in 2024, Richie Torres received more money from pro-Israel groups than any of the other 434 members of Congress, with $1.93 million in donations and super PAC support. Just so you understand, fraudulent charlatan he is. Bro, I'm trying. They changed the... Yeah, Richie Torres also was too busy instead of fucking campaigning and instead of getting out the vote. He spent the last 5 days leading up to the election writing letters with a congressional header to try to get me, the largest progressive content creator in North America, banned from Twitch. And he was primed to do so by a community chock full of online trolls that have been doing Gamergate style politics. That's what they were focused on in the last couple of days of the election. While I was trying to do election coverage, that's what the fuck they were focused on. Just interesting stuff to me. I feel like maybe your priorities were a little out of whack. They're doubling down on that. They think you caused Kamala to lose. Yeah. Should have been phone banking and knocking on fucking doors, you know? More doors. Yeah, but he did a lit video editing though. Worth it? Yeah, he did. He fucking clipped like 18 second increments. Yeah, reporters should ask these politicians that want swinging too far to the left means support for trans people, gay marriage, higher minimum wage, force them to spell it out. We swung the pendulum too far to the left, Representative Richie Torres told Semaphore. We are increasingly becoming the party of college educated rather than the working class, and as a result, we are paying an electoral price for it. I hope we have a serious reckoning. Trump shouted out streamers in his speech. Do you think Kamala will mention you? Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, Biden won in 2020 because of me. No, just kidding. When the Democrats win, it's in spite of me. And when the Democrats lose, it's because of me. Me. It's so fucking stupid, dude. I'm a goddamn Twitch streamer. If your fucking entire worldview is like revolving around dominating a fucking Twitch streamer, you have to literally just log out of every social media platform that you're on and just live in the real world for a second. Okay? It's actually insane. It's so goddamn delusional. Anyway, like I said, there's not a single swing state where Kamala could have won if every single Jill Stein Cornell wasn't Claudia de la Cruz vote went to her. In states where Trump won by a large margin, populist economic policies won, paid sick leave in Nebraska and minimum wage in Missouri. Just remember the age-old adage, Americans love radical progressive measures. They just hate the fucking Democrats. There is nothing more popular in the Rust Belt, in the Sun Belt, in the Midwest, all around the nation than a faceless, lifeless, radical, quote unquote, radical ballot measure. He had no ground game. He was out fundraised. He was outspent. He was out volunteered. Voter turnout was up. Women voters showed up. Something doesn't add up. We're in blue and on territory. Great. He won, man. He won fair and fucking square. What the hell are we doing here? I'm so scared that liberals are deluding themselves into like the exact same. She lost because of misogynoir. You can see this through the dissection of the demographics. Okay, guys, Kamala Harris is a black woman. Okay, she knows this better than you all do. Why do I know she knows this? Because she never did that like, I'm a black woman, that's why you have to vote for me shit that Hillary Clinton was pulling off when she was going the I'm with her route. Okay? You have to overcome those hurdles. And she could have out-messaged on that. Not by tacking to the right, but by simply addressing the fucking problems that people were experiencing. That's it. People do not give a shit who their politician is or what their demographic background looks like. There are people who do care about that, and they're racist, and they're never going to fucking vote for her anyway, okay? They're Republicans regardless. But there are so many people who just want to believe that the Democratic Party will defend them. And if you don't put that message out there, You're not going to win. That's it. Your prescription for the Democrats are just confirming your priors. Yes, they're my priors for a reason. I don't believe ascendant fascism is a law of nature. I feel the nominally left-wing party in the U.S. is paid to discipline populism, not win elections, and that is bad. For weeks, I asked any evidence Liz Cheney had naturally occurring constituency outside of MSNBC, and I was repeatedly told Shore and Dunn had super secret data that this is what the public was crying out for. You think I'm just vibing on ideology? You should see the other guys. It's all ideology all the way down. Welcome to the party. This is very important to understand. They call us idealists. We are not idealists. We are pragmatists. We are realists. The things that we advocate for are not only morally correct, but they're also good campaign measures, whether it be on Gaza, okay, separating yourself from Biden's objectively horrifying, morally unconscionable, but also deeply unpopular Israel policy was not only the morally correct thing to do, but it was also electorally successful. Do you understand? And it's not just Gaza either. There's room in the tank for every single fucking issue that the Democratic Party tacked to the center on. Every single person. Every single issue, sorry. Say you want to expand Medicare. If you're not going to do Medicare for all, say you want to expand Medicare to at least 55-year-olds. That is a fantastically popular, means-tested policy. But no, we can't do that. That's too radical. This is why I don't understand why they ever picked Tim Walz to begin with. It does not make any sense. Yeah, and here, those Medicare drug prices that are supposed to drop in 2026 will now happen under a Trump administration, which he will, of course, take credit for. And then maybe he'll be able to push J.D. Vance into a resounding success. Yep, time to break from the left. Next time, Dems should try saying they'll do more crackdown on immigration than Republicans. Instead of defund the police, run a prosecutor. Talk about having a gun, wanting a strong military instead of your identity. Just some ideas. More ideas of how Dems should pivot to the middle in the wake of this loss. Offer to put a Republican in your cabinet. Find Republicans willing to be your surrogates and make them major parts of the campaign. Talk up how much you agree with Republicans on the issue in debates. If you do wind up proposing a policy like capital gains tax increase, make sure that you propose a hike smaller than proposals from other leading Democrats. Avoid making substantive concessions to the activist left on Israel. In fact, reassert Israel's right to defend itself. I guess at the end of the day, I just wish Harris hadn't said Latinx so much. What was also so nutty about it was Kamala Harris had ran against all of this in 2019 when the Democratic Party was worried about a Bernie Sanders victory in the primaries. That's the issue here. God damn, dude. Holy shit.